Hello, thank you for tuning in to Cosmic Co TV. I am Cosmic Co, intuitive astrologer, metaphysical life coach, creative director, all of those things. Anyways, let's get into it. Today I have a meditation idea, concept recommendation. This is not a guided meditation. Let me say it again. This is not a guided meditation. This is just an idea for you to take into your own practice, do with what you want, and let me know how it goes. So let's get into it. I like to call this meditation the Addict. I'm sure it's not original. There is nothing original on earth. So it might be something that you've practiced before or familiar with. If not, please let me know. Let me know if I need to make it an actual guided meditation. And I'm sorry if I'm a bit all over the place. I tried to record this one time, but I wasn't completely content with it. The Addict. It is a forgiveness meditation. I call it the attic because it takes place in the mind, and I consider your mind, your brain, to be the attic of your body, of your being. It is where we store information and store all of our things. And where do we put things? In the attic that we don't want to deal with, that we don't want to get rid of. And that's exactly what this is centered around. So starting off, this is a silent meditation, meaning that there is no recommended sounds, music, anything like that. And I say that because we really want to pay attention to the thoughts and the things that come up during this process. Sit in silence for however long that you can, that you feel comfortable doing, and pay attention to what is bothering you. Pay attention to anything that is giving you anxiety, anything that may be bothering you in this moment, or if there is already something bothering you, something that you want to practice forgiveness to, keep that in mind. That will be the focus of today's meditation. If it is a thing, right? If it is a thing, what is the basis of that thing? And if I'm looking at my notes, so what is the basis of that thing? You're feeling anger. Why? What is that coming from? What is the situation? Find the common denominator of that feeling, right? So if it's anger, what exactly is angering you? Why is it angering you? Usually it's not just anger. Usually it's not just sadness. There's a base emotion that we are neglecting to see. So sometimes it's shame. Sometimes it's embarrassment. Sometimes it's regret. Sometimes it may be resentment. Like you might have resentment for something or someone. Why? Because I feel neglected. Because I feel, devalued, or whatever the issue may be. Get to the root of the problem, right? If at all possible, because I understand it might be more intense or take a lot more time and detail and depth than what you might be able to give right now. But what is it? If it's a person involved, right, then take note of that person. But we are going to use these things to label. We're going to use these things as labels. Sit in silence, figure out what's bothering you, and visualize an attic. The attic. It can be a storage room, it can be a closet, it can be the attic. Just any room that is lacking in light, that might be dusty, that might be cluttered, that might be chaotic. Visualize yourself in that space and visualize boxes. Now that you know what is bothering you, that you have identified what is bothering you, or you have a clear intention for going into this meditation, we're going to label those boxes. So if I realize that actually I am feeling rejected, right? Something has caused me to feel rejected. I feel devalued. Then I'm going to label those boxes with rejection. That is what I'm targeting today. That is what I'm coming into this attic to clean up. I am here to get rid of rejection. All of the moments in which I have been rejected and the ways that they have made me feel and the people that have done it. I'm here to clean up rejection. That is my intention for this meditation. Now I'm going to pick up one of those boxes labeled rejection, and I'm going to open it up. But as I'm opening it up, I am going to be vocal and affirm this forgiveness process. So I am forgiving myself. I am forgiving whoever, insert name, insert situation. I give myself permission to be forgiven, because that's an issue that we also have sometimes. Anytime you're doing anything, make sure that you affirm that you are giving yourself permission to do that thing. I recommend it in any and every practice. I give myself permission to be wealthy. I give myself permission to be attractive. I give myself permission to be whatever. I give myself permission to be forgiven. I forgive, insert name. I release this in order to make room for more love. I release this in order to make room for more abundance. And the reason that this affirmation is so important, because it is the memories that we hold on to that hinders our ability to attract and to manifest, to move forward in life. We can never move forward if our mind, if our brain, if our attic is so filled up with clutter and debris from past negative experiences, especially. Also, I recommend that you go check out my things to know before manifesting, before shadow work video. Check that out and come back to this. But I'm releasing this in order to make room. What are you making room for? Affirm that. Speak that. I'm choosing to give grace. So if it's a situation or a person, God, I'm choosing to give grace to this situation. God, please forgive me. Especially if you find that anger, rage is something that you're dealing with and something that you're trying to clear out. God, I'm choosing to forgive this situation. I'm choosing to forgive this person. I'm choosing to give grace to this person. Please forgive me, right? Because that's something that we have to realize is God never tells us to harm, hurt, or go against our enemies. It is always for God to deal with. God never tells us to judge our enemies. That is for God to do. So please forgive me for that. Please forgive me for not giving grace. Please forgive me for holding on to this for so long. Please forgive me for whatever it may be, but I'm choosing to give grace. If this is something like rage or sadness, God, heal my heart. Higher self, heal my heart. Spirit team, heal my heart. Especially regarding and insert whatever it is that you're trying to focus on. So God, heal my heart regarding shame. Heal my heart regarding hurt. Heal my heart regarding unworthiness. Whatever the situation may be. But as you're doing this and as you're affirming that while you're opening those boxes, continue that visualization. As you're continuing to affirm this forgiveness practice, as you're continuing to open these boxes, see the room getting cleaner. See sunlight beginning to come in. See the boxes diminishing. See yourself folding up and throwing away the boxes. Whatever it may be, to show the physical reflection in the space around you that you are cleaning up and that you are making space. So visualize that. Really use that mind's eye of, oh, the room is actually getting cleaner. As I'm releasing this, as I'm saying these things, as I'm opening up these boxes, there's sun coming into this space. It doesn't seem as dusty anymore. There's more room in here. Yeah, there might still be some boxes, but there's not as many as there were. I can see better in this space. There's light here. I feel better, right? I feel accomplished. I'm productive. Like, there are all things that you can tie into this meditation that can apply to so many different areas of life. And also recognize that this is not a one-time thing. Try not to overwhelm yourself and get too focused on too many things. Don't open up too many boxes, because anytime you're doing energy work, there is after effects. There are consequences. I don't want to call them consequences. I just can't think of the word that I'm trying to use. But there are after effects. Grief might happen. Emotions may happen. I always recommend journaling after a meditation like this, so you can really ground yourself and get your feelings and thoughts outside of your mind. Really process what the experience was like for you, but don't overwhelm yourself. Don't think you have to go in and clean the complete house. I'm just here to throw away this one box. I'm just here to throw away these two boxes. I'm just here to focus on this specific thing or this specific issue. Okay? It's not trash day. I mean, it is. Do what you can, but don't overwhelm yourself. Do not put in more than what is required, more than what is asked of you right now. Always feel free to come back to it a week, a few days. If it's something that you just worked on and you find yourself 30 minutes later feeling the same things or being triggered by something, hey, just affirm everything that you just said. Just keep speaking it. Utilize it as a tool. Utilize it as an affirmation. Go into visualization real quick and see yourself throwing that box away. Speak it. If it's just something that you have done before, please drop a comment. Let me know. If it's something that you plan on doing or after you've done the meditation, please come back. Let me know how the experience was. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's all love, light beams.